I am such an airhead sometimes. So I already recorded my voice. I did voiceover. This is a post edit. Uh, this is post edit commentary, is what I'm trying to say. And I already did a voiceover. And instead of saving it, hitting X and saving it, I just hit circle and backed out. So I get to start all over again. Hey, I'm GrooveSim. Welcome. This is Daily Race. Well, they call it daily race. I call them weekly races. They don't change every day. It's just every week. So that makes sense. Anyway, this is weekly race B at Watkins Glen Group 4. I'm in the Nissan GT-R. Several have opted for that car. But there is a variety, as you can see. I even saw Mustangs and Group 4 CT Cup. I saw some players racing that as well. I was watching some other videos, and TT Cup used to be my go-to in GT Sport, one of them for Group 4. But as you can see, I am starting on pole, and the guy in third I've raced before. I think the guy in second too, but definitely the guy in third. I know he's a clean racer. He's kind of aggressive, but he'll go out of his way to avoid hitting you. He literally does that. I've watched him do it. So good stuff. Anyway, starting on pole. I'm thinking I just need to get off to a good start here. And spoiler alert, I don't. By the way, I'm sporting a livery that is not of my own making. It's one I downloaded from the community. A German player by the name of Terlinden, Terlindен. It's a space livery. I forget what it's called. It has Star Wars. It's got Baby Yoda on the back. I got it because I like the colors, contrasts, and not because of Star Wars. I'm not a big Star Wars nerd. I've watched, some movies, some of the Star Wars movies, but and on the rear, if you missed it, it says "May the downforce be with you." Isn't that sweet? I got through turn one as poorly as you can. I mistakenly dropped into second gear because, oh God, that's what I do. I just make it hard on myself. So I put myself at risk here to this Brazilian, and we're coming to the bus stop. He didn't really force it. He didn't try to dive in there. He gave me time and space, and I really respect and appreciate that. So I made it through. Everything's fine. This could be a tricky turn too, especially the exit. This lefty. A lot of tricky turns. So this is a fun track. This is one of my favorite tracks in all of racing. I've always liked it. Way back, when the first time I ever heard of Watkins Glen was watching NASCAR races. They used to come here regularly. And they didn't race the long track, they raced the short one. If I recall correctly. It might have been a long one, I don't know. But I know I don't know if this is the F1 version that was raced. It seemed like this track was reconfigured after F1 stopped racing here. So I don't think this is quite it. I think part of it is, but I think it was actually maybe a longer track for F1 at some point. But I don't quote me on that because I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass right now. So lap one's complete. Lap two, I already have over a 4-second lead. I mean, what more can you ask for? It's like the GT gods, right? They're basically handing me first place, a victory, a trophy on a silver platter. They're saying, "Come on, we've tried to give you these before, And I've blown it. I have blown it from the pole several times, and I'm capable of doing that. It's shocking, I know, but there's a little wiggle right there. I mean, you know, little slide, little moment. I just don't want to. I just don't want to cut any corners. That was my issue with Watkins Glen races prior to this race. I kept getting it wrong at the bus stop and in the race. Time trial slash qualifying, I'm fine, no problem. I go through there like it's nothing, right? I get in a race, all of a sudden I forget how the hell to drive. You know, what's an accelerator? What's a brake? Where do I find these things? You know, I just lose my mind. Anyway, this is a tricky section here. It's easy to go wide there. If you do, it's a track extend. You do get a penalty. I can't remember if it's half second or 1 second. This one here, and the Group 4 is easy to get through here. If you go through like in a Group 3 with a car that is a bit slidey, it's easy to spin out there. You really got to mind the P's and Q's going through that turn. Now this turn here, this is the trickiest one for me. This is the one I keep screwing up the most. Right here. Now, I went through, I think I kept it in fourth there, because another tactic I use is I drop it to third just for like a millisecond and right back into fourth, just to help me turn. Because if I leave it in fourth, I race with a controller, by the way. If I leave it in fourth, it feels really understeery, and I start. My car takes a trajectory straight for the wall, which is not a good thing. It tends to slow you down a lot if you hit that wall. So I've been sort of going back and forth between the two, you know. I'm slower than the players racing around me through that turn. Talking about, you know, like up front. And I know I need to get it better. This one I feel really confident in coming up this righty. I've started figuring it out, and I make up some good time through here actually. This turn. That probably wasn't the best example. I cut it kind of short there. I think I braked a little too much there. So that was the worst damn time to say that, because what you were actually viewing didn't illustrate my point at all, did it? So here it is, final turn. The toughie. I keep it in fourth. And yes, I don't hit the wall. Good. Very good. But I was slow. You see that? See? Slow. 156.9. Shocking. Absolute. Remember, I qualified with a 154.9. I typically get 155s in qualifying / time trial. Okay? 155s. Low 155s. Low to mid 155s. No problem. I get in the race, and yes, I understand there's a heavier fuel load, blah, 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 but there's no tire wear, and that fuel load really isn't I don't think it's much of an issue here either, you know. It's really negligible. It's the same way in sport, and there was never this kind of a discrepancy in my lap times from qualifying to the race as there is here in GT7. And I'm not just this track, but every single track I've raced on so far, I've been shockingly slower than time trial qualifying, and I'm aware of it. I'm adapting, you know. I'm doing what I need to do to try to compensate, you know, and make up the time, and maybe I'll make up a little, but it just doesn't feel anything like it feels in qualifying or time trial. I don't know if anybody else experiences that. If you do, leave a comment. Let me know, because it's a bummer. You can see I'm way out in front, man. I was never really challenged for this, and, except at the very beginning, but that was just briefly. And, the guy in third, the Brazilian Nunez race, however you pronounce it. I'm sorry. Uh, like I said, I've raced him before. He had penalties in this game. I know this because I watched the replay. I was going to splice that in, but this has taken me so much time just to get this done. You know, uh, I made my own like transitions, intros, and transitions and outros and stuff, and plus I used some of the Share Factory intros and transitions, etc. Just trying to get it together. Editing in some music and you know, um, there was more effort put into this video than my last edited video, which was last week. By the way, this is July 11th. August 11th. This race took place August 9th. I said July. It's August 11th, ladies and gentlemen. August 9th, that's when this took place, a couple of days ago. As of this recording, and I'll have this uploaded this evening on my channel, so my YouTube channel. So this is the final lap. We'll go through here. Did that seem really slow right there? It did, didn't it? Like I'm just feeling my way around. I don't want to screw it up. I'm telling you, this will look so slow. I'm watching on a preview screen. There's no way to expand the viewing area. So it does seem like I'm just creeping up on the turns. Trying to sneak up on them, stealthily. I don't know what. I'm being so careful. Anyway, there you go. That's it. That's the end of the race. 5 laps. Watkins Glen Long Course and Gr.4's. I win. Go me. Mike Blackout, who started, where did he start? Like 5th. Ended up in 2nd. The Brazilian started in 3rd and ended in 3rd in his race, despite several penalties. This dude had several penalties and was still able to finish there. So if he gets it together, he's gonna have more success. Anyway, yeah, that was good stuff. Good win, clean race, pole. Take it. Again, disappointed with my. Oh, by the way, the livery. Did I point this out? The livery is custom. A custom livery I downloaded from a dude named Terlinden, Derlinden. He is a German player, and I was just sorting through, and I was looking for space themed liveries, something like that, space, stars, whatever. And that's how I found his. Terlinden. So that's who made that, not me. And on the back, you see Baby Yoda, and it says, "May the downforce be with you." It's special, really is. But anyway, we're going to transition here, and I'm going to talk about the driver rating, because that is something special. Okay, here we are, back. All right. So, as you can see, I should have pointed that out while we were in the lobby. I was B going into that race, B driver rating. And there you see, there's my A. After that race, and if you could, if you like the video, please subscribe and comment too. If you're on laptop or whatever, or PC. Anyway, if you I want to want to break down the driver rating points for D. Driver rating is 0 to 4,000. C is 4,000 to 9,999. B is 10,000 to 29,999. A is 30,000 to 49,999. A plus is 50,000 to 100,000. And S, you have to race online a lot, esports, World Series events, and all that to qualify for an S. And there you go. Hey, I really appreciate y'all tuning in, and hopefully you enjoy the video, and see you next time. Take care. Stay groovy. Bye-bye.